Hey guys, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a great New Year's Eve. Today is actually New Year's Day, so I wanted to check in. It's been, probably a month since I put out a video, so I apologize. It's been a little bit busy. Obviously, probably you guys are all feeling the same thing with Christmas and the holidays, everything coming up. Gets pretty busy in terms of time to edit videos and those types of things. So kind of want to do a year in review here quick. Don't want to spend a ton of time, maybe 5-10 minutes, quick chat, check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. So salute to everybody. Hope everybody had a great one. Got myself a couple little notes here of things that have gone on over the last year, some updates, those types of things. Looking forward to next year, and what's coming forward. So overall, thought it was a great year. I know with COVID and stuff, for some folks it was tough. Still trying to find the positives for a lot of the things we're going through. So thankfully, my family has stayed healthy. Haven't had any major issues. So a couple of scares here and there of some medical stuff with folks, but turned out to be okay. So very blessed and thankful for that. So overall, in terms of brewing, I had 13 brews, which is obviously down the year previous with the lockdown and stuff. I ended up brewing quite a bit more, but a little bit back into a regular routine this year. So, a little bit over one a month, which is about normal for me. For Brew Tubers this year, we did do the experiments. I was part of 2 of the 3, so I did the DKN or the Dropkick Nate, and we all used Mike strains for that, and then the Saison. All really cool experiments. So looking forward to the experiments coming up. Talking about maybe doing an Iron Brewer is coming up next year. SJ Pour Challenge is coming up here in, I believe, early portion of this year coming up. Some new gear. We got myself a new hydrometer, which I'm really excited about with Brewing America. Could never see the other one, so this is really cool. I don't know how much you can see off to the side. I got myself a new chiller. That is the Tri-Coil from Cuss Brewing. So both of those pieces have been really cool. Over here, I know you guys can't see it, but I did get water out here in the brew house. That's made things so much easier. I know my wife likes it because I'm not dragging stuff in the house to clean it and getting water everywhere. So majority of everything out here can stay. So it's just keeping things a little bit more organized, a little bit smoother. Still trying to work the process in. In February, it'll be 6 years I've been brewing now, and I still feel like each time I brew, I learn something new. I refine the process. I don't ever feel like I'm like, all right, now I'm dead on the money. So I feel like I've got the system where I want it, but refining processes and learning, which I think is the best thing about this hobby in the whole, really, is it keeps your mind fresh. You learn from other folks. Other people have got different ideas. Interacting with you guys on YouTube, with people asking questions, has actually turned me on. What I'm brewing right now, I'm actually brewing it's a house lager. I call it Days That End in Y. It's an easy drinking, just a 50-50 split of pills and pale. I'm using Crystal. Normally I use Saaz in my hops. I just happen to have Crystal in the house, and I decided to give it a try. But I am in the process of doing the no transfer. So if you've been watching the channel at all, I've been into keg fermentation a lot over the last 2 years. This beer actually is my Ghost of BLI. It's a dark mild. This beer has never been transferred out of the fermentation chamber. Out of the fermentation vessel. So I keg fermented it, and this one is sat on the yeast cake. So it's drinking, normal. I don't get any off flavors out of it or anything like that. I'm learning. I'm going to try it and see. So I figured, all right, I started with this. I'm going to go to a light lager. So it's really hard to find anything in terms of hiding behind anything. Obviously, with color and flavors here, a little bit easier. So I'm going to say, all right, well, this is the next one. I'm going to try the no transfer with this. So I'm going to keg ferment. I actually do pressure ferment with this one, but I'm going to put them into 2 kegs. I'm doing a double batch of this, and then see how this goes. So this will be something, hopefully I do a video on here sometime in January, February, as it's got a little age on it, and we'll kind of lager it a little bit and see how it goes with the no transfer. So learning from that. Did some collabs this year. Matt at Rec Brewing, as well as Gary and Dave. Gary, main brew guy, and Dave, Big Dog Brewing. So I did 2 collabs, just Matt and I, and then a quad collab on a Philly Sour. It was Matt, Dave, and Gary and myself. And then also just this past weekend, a group of us, all from Brew Tubers, basically Western New York. I had Sean, Brookside Brewing, Jerry, John, Dave, They're all involved with it. Actually, had 4 of us here. Scott, a new guy that's looking to join the club possibly. We all brewed the same beer. It's an Imperial Stout. We are going to try to fill a 55-gallon rye whiskey barrel. It was gifted to me by a friend of mine, and he knew I was into brewing and offered it to me free of charge. So we're going to try to fill it. It's never been used before other than the whiskey. It was a little bit dry, so I have a reconditioning process. So I'll have some video up on that as well as we kind of get going with this. And if I get a chance, I'll show a little bit of video of the actual beers. I've got 4 of the 6 so far that we're brewing. Of the 6 guys actually brewed here, so they're downstairs in my basement fermenting. All right, here are the 4 beers that we brewed here this past week on Thursday. And John and Jerry, both the brew tubers, brewed theirs at their house on a Zoom link. If you're interested in that, that is posted on our YouTube channel. So that was 6 guys brewing 5 gallons each. So we got 30, got a couple more folks that are going to jump in. So we're going to try to get 35, 40 gallons in this barrel. So currently this is what is going. Let's see if you can hear it. So we put the blow-offs on just to make sure you can see how the Krausen was up on both of those. So probably going to replace the blow-offs and put the airlocks back together today or tomorrow. It slowed down enough that I'm not concerned. But that first day, these were, I think we were in the 1090s-ish, 1095, 1097. So they're pretty big beers. We were a little worried about this taking off. We're using White Labs 002 English Ale. So just didn't want to have a mess. So, all right. So. See you guys. They are chugging away. So I'll hopefully get some of that up as well. Beyond that, just kind of looking forward. BrewTubers, if you're not part of the club or on our Discord channel, make sure you check it out, www.brewtubers.com. Lots of great folks on there. People joining the Discord all the time, chatting. We've had just probably in the last week, 3 or 4 guys have jumped in. New guys kind of checking us out. So more than welcome. Love to have you. Again, the no transfer, I'm going to try that. Love my sour, so I'm going to keep doing that. Love Philly sour. Probably for the wintertime when I can't keep kettle sour to the temperature I want, I'll probably use the Philly sour during the winter, and I'll probably still continue to kettle sour during the summer where it's warm enough to be able to do it out here. And I like the idea of having the brew day broken half. So mash, come up to the boil, kettle sour it for 24 hours, then come back and do the rest of the boil the next day. I do enjoy actually having it broken up a little bit. And during the summer, I have the time to do it. So, Brewfather, that is one of the things I just made the change. So one of the reasons I'm actually doing this, other than the no transfer, is I decided to give Brewfather a shot. There was a deal for I think 20% off. It was extended through yesterday, so I said, all right, everybody in the club seems like they're transferring to that, so I'm going to give it a shot. So far, been really good. Appreciate Dave giving me a hand on a couple of questions I had yesterday, but so far I'm really liking it. Seems like it's a little bit more user friendly. Got more information to it, so far so good. Just kind of learning as I go through, so that's going to be another thing to learn. And that's probably about it in terms of things that are coming up. The barrel project is going to be the big one here over the next month or 2, trying to get that done, and then just again trying to refine the process and continue to learn. So thanks to all the sponsors for this last year. I really appreciate it. Yakima Valley Hops, Brewing America, 5-Star Chemical, Imperial Yeast, and I don't think I'm forgetting anybody, am I? Hopefully I'm not. I apologize if I am. I think we got 5 sponsors, so I think I hit them all. But just appreciate all that they've done for the club. And again, we do have a meeting coming up this next Friday, so it's the first Friday of every month at 9 o'clock. If you want to jump in and check us out, you're more than welcome to. We have a Zoom going up and going. So hopefully I'll throw a little bit of video up here of the beers that are going downstairs, and gotta get ready to chill. We're getting this sanitized, so we're just about ready to get ready to chill, and then we'll be transferring over into kettles. So over into kegs and start the fermentation. So I've been rambling enough. I'll get off here. Hope everybody's having a great one. Appreciate you guys checking me out, subscribing. I made over 500 subscribers here. I think about a week or 2 ago we crested that. So really appreciate it. Thankful of all of you interacting. Hope you guys all had a great year, and wishing you all the best in 2022. Slaunch, everybody.